YouTube. It's Brother Dennis. And yesterday I give God all the glory. And today is Monday. So I wanted to touch up on something. First of all, let me touch up on a couple of items related to my loft real quick. I put down that I don't know if you can see it. I don't know why I turned the camera this way, but let me see. I put down these pellets on the floor and yesterday, and I came in today, and man, my loft smells good. It feels drier in here. So depends on how long they last and what the cleanup's gonna be like. I used these pellets before for my dogs, so it should be okay. Two, everybody has their own way of doing things. I'm a novice, and I appreciate all the advice I get. I really do, right? But you guys who live all over the country, even guys that live right next to each other, you know that you all have your own style, your own way of doing things, and eventually I'm going to develop my own way of doing things, right? So if you give me advice, and it could be good advice, but I don't use it, or I do something else that's not, you say apples and I say oranges, and it's just, I just don't want anybody to get in their feelings or get into arguments in the comments or whatever. But I do appreciate the people that give me advice and from their experience and how they do things. And right now I'm just trying to find my way. So I'm taking all the advice I can get, and I'm doing everything more or less the way experienced people are telling me to do it. And then I do have some common sense left. I don't have much because of I got a brain injury. But I am trying to find my way. So just be patient with me. And this channel is designed to help people, a way for me to give back and to help other people by watching my struggles and learning the way I'm doing it. And then hopefully new people can that come behind me that see this can, whether it be for PTSD. I haven't even started talking about my physical disabilities and stuff like that. I try to keep it light on my channel. I struggle with obesity. I struggle with a lot of things. I do. And the main thing that started me going this way was therapy for my anxiety, and pigeons are therapy. My dogs help me with their therapy. So the main thing I can say is, if you find a purpose in life, to get out of bed. If God blesses you to wake you up, and it is a blessing, because some people, they don't understand that there's blind people out here, but they can see. There's people out here that are crippled, but they can walk. There's people out here that died today, but they live. There's people that didn't wake up. So life is a blessing, just to have life, and then to have healthy, sound mind. There's people that wake up not in a sound mind. There's people that, trust me, you might not think you're blessed, but if you're watching this video, in one way or another, you're blessed. Realize that. It's all in context. So, James, I apologize. Evidently, somehow I've got off your name. Somebody reminded me in the comments that your name is actually Robertson, and I've been saying Robinson in my videos. I believe that's what I've been saying. Well, anyway, James, I'm sorry I was calling you by the wrong last name. It wasn't intentional. So if you don't know who I'm talking about, it's James Robertson, like Robertson, James Robertson from Robertson Family Racing Pigeons in Maryland. Buddy, a supporter of the channel, supporter of my loft, first and foremost. So let's talk about the new cup, the North Carolina YoungBird Cup. I think that's what they're going to call it. So you have traditional one loft races where you send your birds off to one loft races, and they have handlers that and the birds race back to one loft. The new North Carolina YoungBird Cup, I believe that's what it's going to be called, or the North Carolina Cup, or the North Carolina YoungBird Cup, whichever the name is. It's held by the combine that I'm in, which is the what is the name of my combine? Long Leaf Pine Combine here in North Carolina, which the club I'm in is Fayetteville, is in that club. my president of my club, Eric, posted the flyer on Facebook. So it's on the Fayetteville Racing Club Facebook page, North Carolina. So our combine is participating in it. Bull City Lofts, Cal Pascal. I'm probably saying his name wrong, so forgive me. But he's from Bull City Lofts is his loft name. And he's been racing birds for a long time, at least 10 years here in North Carolina, I believe. And they're going to do a multi-loft race. And it's affordable. It's $50 per bird to enter. It's as far as I'm understanding, it's a one-time fee. We're not sure how they're going to do the shipping fees, if that's included in the one-time fee or if that's going to go on however the shipping fees go. But it's going to be one race. And what they do is we're going to have our YoungBird season. So anybody who's out of town that wants to participate in the North Carolina YoungBird Cup, you send your birds to a participating loft here in North Carolina. I think the only rule is we're racing from Waverly, Georgia. So your loft has to be at least 280 to 285 miles. I think it's 280 miles from Waverly, Georgia, and more, and further. And within reason, like 350, 375, 4 probably. So, but it has to be a minimum of 280. So there's several people that are signing up as handlers, which means you'll send your birds to their loft. You work out who pays the fees or whatever. They'll train your squeakers, race them with their YoungBird team or whatever to get them ready. And then after our YoungBird season, the very next week, I believe it's the last week of our YoungBird season, is the North Carolina Cup race. So they want to have at least 500 birds or more. The prize pool, I think he said first place is like $10,000, and they're going to pay 25 places. They're going to keep the payouts bigger and not pay out a lot, or they might, if we get like more like 700 birds instead of 500, they might pay out a few more spots. I'm not sure how the detail goes, but here's the one thing about it. I think by June 1st or whatever, you have to pay for your spots. So if you want, let's say 6 birds, you pay $300 and you get a free bird. So you can send 7 for $300 to the race. But you don't have to turn the band numbers in till the week before the race. So let's say James send me 3 birds to handle, and I lose his 3 birds before the race. I can use 3 of my birds off my YoungBird, any bird off my YoungBird team that's already trained and ready to go. I can enter them in the race. You just have to have the band numbers in by the week before the race. You have to have your spots paid for in June, but you don't have to have the band's numbers in until the week before the race. So that leaves you all the way, that you can race your birds all YoungBird season. There's no perch fees. There's none of that. It's a one-time entry fee, $50 per bird. Anybody can race. All you have to do, if you're from out of town, Silvio, James, y'all guys, you have to have a handler, somebody who's racing in our combine who meets the 280 miles to handle your birds, train your birds, race them with their young birds, and then enter them in the race, and you work out your own deal with the handler. So if you send the bird, you supply the birds, the handler, however you do it. At this moment, I'm not going to be a handler. I'm not going to open my loft to be a handler, even though I meet the criteria, because I want to make sure that anybody that sends me birds knows that I'm a rookie, knows that I'm under hawk pressure, and if you still want to enter the race. But I'm going to do my best to try to enter 6 birds. I'm going to do my best to pay for the 6 spots and have 6 spots. So if anybody is interested in joining the North Carolina YoungBird Cup, whatever it's called, North Carolina YoungBird Cup, please be, considerate that I got that I struggle sometimes talking. So Yeah, so the longleaf pine is going to be on our combine. Cal Pascal is putting it all together. Bill Hess is involved because he does the Tar Heel Classic also. So I'm going to try to put some birds in that race also. I'm going to participate in the Tar Heel Classic, and then if by any chance Tom from Little Off on the Hills watching this, send me an email, or I'll send you an email about, do I need a vaccine? Because I got my baby that I'm sending to you has, I got 2 babies plus I hatch the next 2 days, but I already have 3 babies hatched, and one of these first 5 babies is coming to your loft race. So I'm going to ship that baby out soon. Not soon, but like in a month or whatever. So I do have that ready to go. So I just wanted to say that our combine and Cal and everybody's asking us to put the word out for people that have any type of platform. So here this is me putting the word out. I believe it's called, they're playing around with the name, the North Carolina YoungBird Challenge or the North Carolina YoungBird Cup or something like that. They haven't really nailed the name down yet. But the gist of it is what I said. You can send your birds to a handler's loft who's qualifies for the mileage. It's $50 per bird. You can enter as many birds as you want, but if you enter 6, you get a free one. So I guess if you enter 12, you get 2 free ones. I guess that's how, or I don't know, but I know the flyer's out. You can look at the flyer. You can find a handler, get with Bill Hess, get with Cal. They're supposed to have over 500 birds. Bill Hess is a big, he's a big guy. Like he gets birds from all over the country. Michigan, he used to live in Michigan, so he gets birds coming in. They're looking for handlers. They want, the only thing is we're trying to feel how it's going to stress our young bird season, because we can basket 25 young birds, and if you take 30 birds for the challenge, and you know how you're going to race them out. Well, anyway, I'm a novice, so those questions are for experienced people. But if you're watching this video, it's because you're probably interested in the North Carolina YoungBird Cup. Check the flyer out online, get with the people, get your birds ready. It's going to be a good first place prize. It's going to average, I think they're counting on 500 birds at least, and I think that's 10,000 or 5,000 is the first place prize, something like that. It's $50 to enter your bird. You send young birds to people anyway. So, yep. Let's see. Y'all, everybody around the country thinks, oh yeah, I think that our combine is one of the top 5 in the country. How about that? So I'm putting it out there. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Even though, prove me wrong. Send your birds to a handler from New Jersey, Maryland, California, Phoenix, or Arizona, or whatever. What is the other state? Illinois, Michigan. Send your birds to a handler. Race the birds against the North Carolina Cup, and let's see an out of towner win the North Carolina Cup. Let's see it. So, that's where I'm at with this video. I hope nobody takes it personal. Hope nobody starts talking trash or anything. Like, I'm just saying, I seen that there's some big New Jersey City Combine and Illinois Combine, and I'm gonna tell you that I'm new to the game, but from what guys are telling me, the combine I'm in is one of the toughest, at least on the East Coast, definitely in North Carolina. So if you think you can come down here and smoke some of these boys, these guys that are one-off racers and all this stuff, you might can come in front of me, but we'll see. I got some good birds too now. I'm playing on. I got somebody helping me now. So, you had the chance to kick the mud in my face. Now I'm coming up. But with that being said, make friends, not enemies. God bless.